welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Marshals and the Seattle Seahawks. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check flag 39. Time to go. Check flag 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his first look is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 down. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Zebra. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Penny. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Russell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Russell. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on second down, Russell. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
23 yards on the play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Russell. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Russell. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deon Cain. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Exit. 26 Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows? They may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meet.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 3rd and 2, Russell. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Operating from the gun, Russell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's a baby shot.
Fire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 54. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Russell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Wilson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's it, baby. We go.
1st down and 10 at the Seahawks 48-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, 6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Alert, 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 alert. Whip. Watch the whip.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, check Mike 39. I got listen. I got you.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Echo. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary playing.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
19.
They go play action now. Wilson will let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Russell throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The San Antonio 1st down.
On 1st down, Russell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there, 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. Russell. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
26, Mike. 26. Money. Come on, dude.
From the gun, Wilson. And it's complete to Kelce. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
26, Mike. Pick it up.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Penny. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. From the gun, a give to Penny. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to use his legs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wilson on the keeper, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Russell. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fit. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. Russell, that's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup there. Operating from the gun, Russell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Russell. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st down. Russell. And an alley to run. He's got. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Off the play fake, Russell. eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On fourth down, Russell. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Deon Cain with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Penny. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the... Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it